All right, guys, today we are doing a video on our heavy-duty sliding screen door fabrication and installation. Just kind of instructional video. It's kind of going to be a little boring, but we sell a lot of these heavy-duty doors, and they work fantastic. By the way, we're over here in Malibu. It's a little foggy. I'm hoping the sun will come out. We're going to be putting 3 of these doors together today, and I'll get my GoPro out and show some close-ups, some benefits to these doors. There's a whole bunch of them, but anyway, let's get started. I got to start taking them apart, putting them together. Sit back and enjoy. Get a box of popcorn, a large drink, and have at it. I also highly recommend Milk Duds. All right, these doors come unassembled. You can see it's all plastic. It came in that big cardboard box right over there. So I'm going to have to take it all apart and start putting it together piece by piece. I'm going to take this back to the back. I'll be taking this door back to the back and making sure that they got it right from the factory. Hopefully this is the right door. We got 3 of them. Be right back. When I order these heavy-duty doors, they cut them for me. You can see 45. This is going to go with this other piece. But I always like to take the door back to where it's going to be installed to make sure it fits. These guys are really good about getting the measurements right when I order. But you just never know. The minute I put the whole door together and it doesn't fit, it needs to be trimmed, then I'll have to take it all back apart. So this is like an extra tall door. You can see most doors run about 77 to 81 inches. This one's over 90 inches. I believe it was 94 1/4 if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to go back, and I should have taken it with me. I'm going to take this back, double check that it fits in there. And if it does, door number 1 will be in the books. And I'll show why you want a heavy duty door from Affordable Window Screen. 1, it's affordable. 2, it's heavy duty. No plastic parts. Easily change the wheels. Be back in a minute. All right, fits like a glove. Now we're going to start doing the assembly, which I'll show you. You can see it from a broad view, but I'll show you close up why I like these doors and why they're so good and we sell so many. One of the things that's important when you put these doors together is that, make sure I get them in view here. One of the things important when you put the doors together is that you get this side with the 3 holes right here has to be on the inside, because this is where the locking and unlocking mechanism go. And the particular door that we're doing is going to go from left to right. So we got to lay it out. I've actually made these doors upside down. You got to take them all apart. Very important. All right, so what simply holds these doors together are these aluminum corners. Okay, I have to hammer these in with a rubber mallet. They can be difficult to put in. I normally use a little lubricant. There's 1 in. Now we got to put all the other 3 in and assemble the door together. We'll be putting in the screen mesh, the wheels, which you can see here where that little slot is. I'm going to show that in a second. And then we'll put the spline in, the handle and the lock, take it back over there and stick in door number 1 of 3. Put a little lube on here. More lubricant. Almost got it. Sometimes these things can be non-cooperative. Now I need to wipe off some of that overspray. All right, so I'm going to start putting this screen mesh in. Then we're going to work on the wheels and the handle. I use these clamps, holds the screen mesh down tight, so when you put the spline in, nothing moves around. Let's do this one first. Got to keep tension on this all the time. The easiest way to do that is to pull up and out. You don't want it to pucker, which it's trying to do on me right there. All right, there's one side in. Now we'll get it real good and tight right here. I've said this before, but the key to this is you want to get the long end and the short sides tight first, so you don't bow the frame in when you do the sides. If that makes sense. One of the things I always use is a flat head screwdriver, because these corners, if you don't push them down and tight, that's the first place that'll want to come undone. So super important, and the only way to get it down in there is to use a flathead screwdriver and really shove it down in the corner. All right, highly recommend it. Once we get this spline all in and the screen's tight, we'll start working on the wheels. I'll talk about that. You never want to do one whole side at a time, because it'll get the screen unsquare. You want to try to get that. You want to try to get the spline going evenly, a little bit at a time down each side. All right, let's start this other side and see what I'm talking about. I like to use the gray spline with the white frame. Seems to be the best. All right, now we just got to cut off the excess. All right, so one of the things I use is these little knives. You can get them anywhere, Lowe's or Home Depot. They have blades that actually you can replace. I usually buy them 100 at a time. And the key to cutting this out correctly is to have your knife at a 45. I see a lot of people that do their home job and they leave material hanging out. I can tell right away somebody did it that hasn't done it before. But if you cut it at a nice 45, it'll be clean. I'll show that to you too when we get to the wheels. Just put it in here at a 45. All right, nice and clean. All right, so been talking about the wheels, and the beauty of this door is most sliding screen doors are super complicated wheels. The corner piece that I showed earlier is all put together with the wheel. It's all one piece. So if the wheel goes bad, you got to take the corner piece out. It's all part of it. This door at the bottom just has this one big wheel. What holds it in is just a bolt, and I'll show you. So you got the one wheel and the bolt, and it goes through, right? And it goes through right down here. I'm going to show you a close-up in a second. If the wheels ever go bad, you can buy these anywhere. Home Depot, Do It Center, Lowe's. Ace Hardware, any of those people have these wheels. You can change them, even a homeowner can change them in literally 2 seconds. It's just a small nut, the wheel, and the bolt. Real easy. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to put these on, and then I leave them loose until we put the door in so I get the door square. I've also got a special wrench I use just for this. Put this one in. Same thing. We're going to hand tighten this. All right, so that one's in. Moving on to the handle. Now, we got to flip the door over because to install the handle correctly, you got to do it on the side that goes on the interior of the home where I mentioned earlier the lock is located. All right, so one of the great things about this door is it doesn't have any plastic. And I'm going to give you an example. I've got these taped together. I keep the old parts in case I got to replace it, but this is sort of a typical plastic handle slider. The trouble with these, they're cheap, they fall apart, they break, they get brittle from the sun, and they're just basically garbage. I don't recommend anybody get anything that has if it has a plastic handle, just plan on within 6 months to a year and a half having to replace all this stuff. And they're usually the door is just as cheap as the handle. So just to give you an idea why I don't sell this. This door, all aluminum. The frame, the steel wheels, the aluminum handle, and the fantastic locking system. I never have to go back and deal with these doors because they're heavy duty. You can see, okay, we're not dealing with plastic. All right, so I'm gonna put this one in. I'll show you how it works. Let's get up close and personal, shall we? Shall. So this goes on the this piece goes on the inside. It's got to go on first. This is the locking mechanism. All right. This goes in this small slot right here. Once it's lined up, I use this punch to get the screws where they're going to go. Step 2, get the handle on. This is what you'd be pulling on to open the door. All right. Then I like to take the punch just to make sure we got it all squared up. We'll put in the last one. Okay. Okay. Now this is the lock. It goes on like this. And it has a little piece down in here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little piece. It's kind of like a hook, and it hooks onto the wall where the door shuts. These things are fantastic. This is the exterior handle. I'll be screwing that on in a second. So from the outside, you're just going to pull it like that. All right, and now to put this on. This goes underneath. And it's good to do it from here because you can see exactly. Wait, no, it's not on all. Now it's on all the way. One last thing I forgot. This is sort of important. Make sure you can see my face here. I normally cut myself off. So this is the fly sweep. This goes on the back side because when you shut the slider, there's going to be a small gap back there. It comes about a little over an inch wide. And then I just have to strip it down to whatever width I actually need, which I don't really know until I get over there to the door. And then I'll be able to tell how wide I need it to be. But I'll save that for over there. But anyway, thanks for stepping out today, watching another window screen adventure from foggy Malibu. That is our screen door heavy duty assembly. Highly recommend the door. All right, I just wanted to close and show you the doors that we redid. But let's get a quick view of the ocean. This is the Pacific Ocean out here. I like to have a house right there on the water. Look at that, man, that's awesome. This is the ladies' backyard. How would you like to get up to this every day? Ocean breeze, Pacific Ocean, have those zen moments. But anyway, let's cruise on over here and look at the doors we did. So There's the first one right there. There's the second one right there. And we have the third one right there. All white, all heavy duty. It's a beautiful thing. Take a quick shot of the beach down there. Check it out. All the way down to the beach. Kind of pulls in with that. There. There's some people having fun at the beach, surfing and playing in the sand. A little cold today down here. Can't be more than about 62 or 3 degrees. If you know anybody looking to have screen work done in the Thousand Oaks, Simi Valley, San Fernando Valley, or Santa Barbara area, 805-444-4795. Tell all your friends. Hit the like button, subscribe. We're going to try to get at least 100 subscribers this summer. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's effortless. And who doesn't want to watch the Screen Man? Come on, give us a shout. When the Screen Adventure's out. Hope you're having a great day.